guys, Monty back, and I'm playing Train Fever again. This is Monty Fever 101 Part 2. Last episode we talked about just the overall strategy of what we're going to do. So this time we're going to actually start putting it to use. We see where the resources are already helping out. I found this lonely little oil well out here. Look at him. Wigton Oil Wells, 0 production. He's so far away that he just can't do anything. They just can't compete. Kirby and Ashfield over here is getting plenty of goods from here and here. I'm going to do a little bit of a new tactic, which is actually kind of place a truck stop in the middle of this little intersection here so all the trucks can have a kind of a hub to go to. But we'll get into that later. Right now I'm just going to tell you how to build the line, place your stops, and build your first vehicles and get those lines running. So step 1 is going to be getting oil from way out here to this oil well over towards Kirby Ashfield. The reason why we need it over here is the oil actually needs to make it all the way up to this oil refinery. So we can either build a station, which you have your train stations up on your top right up here. We're going to actually want to go to roads because we're going to do buses first. So you can see the very top one is streets. Okay, you have your different streets. You got a single street. You have a medium street with some bigger sidewalks, and then you have a large street. These, what they do is the better the road, the faster a vehicle can go. So early on, it's fine to stay simple. The nice thing is it's not like SimCity where you have streets and avenues that you can't upgrade to each other. All you have here is the 3 side streets, and they can actually all be upgraded, which is the very bottom button. So I could just zoom in to, here we have Kirby and Ashfield, and we'll go large street, and I can actually make the downtown nice and large and ready because we're going to need to upgrade that eventually anyway, and we had 2.97 million. So next thing here is the bus tram stops. Notice at the very top you have types. Left is your passenger. See, this is your bus tram stop. You have a bus station, you have a tram station, and then you have a large bus station and then a large tram station. So don't forget that these are here. We're going to just stick with the easy, just plain old bus stations. So let's place 2 of these down. Now remember, these people are going to be just like our resources or anything like that, to where if they can get to a point A to point B within 20 minutes, they'll do it. If it's outside of that range, they won't do it. So our goal is to kind of create new places for these people to go and for the resources to go to help kind of boost the economy. We also don't want to put stops right next to each other where no one's going to use the vehicle, everyone's just going to walk. So you have to think about that when you're laying out the city. What I like to do is use the bus setup and actually connect 2 towns off the bat. The carriages are still a little bit slow, but it's still within the 20-minute mark, and it's a option that wasn't there before. So we will get Kirby in Ashfield and Wigton connected, and we will also get this oil connected over here this episode, okay? Let's go all the way over to this side of town, all the way over here, and you can see 1.2K, all right? Now, remember, if you click on the bottom right, you have these 3 little bars. That's your cargo. Remember how I had land use and I turned it on and then I turned it off real quick? I got scared of it and ran away. Well, this is what it is. It just shows you the different colored zones: residential green, commercial red, industrial blue, and leisure yellow. I have to read that because my mind is focused on these colors being different zones from other games. So I kind of have to go back and reread, like, wait, what's industrial in this game? Okay, not yellow, it's blue. We can see that I put a bus stop in the industrial, so what we then want to make sure we have is a bus stop over here in the residential. So not only will they use this to get from city to city, but hopefully they'll also use it for their inner town commute. Now, realize when I say 20 minutes, that's not just, hey, once I get on the train, it needs to take me 20 minutes. That's going to add up their walking time from their house to the bus station, how long they wait at the station, and how long they're on the car, and then all that. So realize that, say, if it's a 15-minute bus ride from one city to the next, yet it takes them, if it takes them 4 minutes, they're good. Within 20 minutes, they'll take the trip. But if it takes them 10 minutes to walk from their house to the bus stop, they will not go to that other city because then it takes more than the 20 minutes. So that's how that strategy works. if that makes sense at all. But it should. I think the logic is there. So let's hop over to Wigton and put a bus stop here. And same kind of deal, we'll put one way over on the other side of town. Kind of promote that growth from outsides kind of moving in. I could also put one downtown in the commercial district. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that in both of these towns, because that commercial is just, you know, you gotta have that downtown stop. So there we go, there we have it. Okay, so now we have our stops, but all right, Monty, what do? We don't have any buses. Should I go ahead and buy a depot? Hold your horses, man. Don't buy a depot. I shouldn't even be building the stops yet. Well, I had to build the stops, but don't build your depot yet because you don't want to buy your vehicles. You want to make the line first. That's what this little horse race loop-de-loop thing is on this right, down below the bulldozer. Don't click on the bulldozer. We haven't screwed up yet. So this is where you get this manage lines. This is the key. This thing you want like up front and center. No, you want it off to the side, but you're going to be sticking in your managed lines quite a bit. Go ahead and just click new line. You don't have to be on railroad, road, tram, visible. It will figure it out based on the stop you click on. So if you click on train stops, it's going to make a train line. If you click on the bus stops, it's going to make a bus line. So it's a pretty smart system. So what I'm going to do is say, let's stop here. Let's stop here, here, and then we're going to go all the way over here, here, and here. Now, the other thing we want to pull up now. Okay, so many bars, so many bars. Here's line 1. Here's our overview. So this is showing all the stops. So let me show that again. I'm going to remove, 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 remove. That's how you remove your stops. See, each of these stops has a name. So you click your add station. This is your line 1, because I did that a little quick. I did that as if I wasn't explaining it. So I wanted to show you how to do it, and then I'm going to back it up, show you how to do it again. So here's Windsor Road. This is stop 1. Queensway, stop 2. School Lane, stop 3. So that's how that works, and you can see how they kind of pile up here. The other thing you can do is let's get these all back on. Boom, boom, boom. We still have our line 1 here. You can see how it's a nice bright red line. It's very visible. I like to kind of zoom out and look at all my lines. It's like a big subway map. But here you have this right here. You can look at your finances on it. We don't need to worry about that now, but it's here. You can also click your load. This is if you want it to like get to the Windsor Road and have your you know, whatever, train or bus or whatever it is, carriage, wait until it actually fills with passengers before moving on. That can cause a traffic jam, however, so I just stick with load if any. Once you start messing with some of the resources and you're looking at time versus maintenance and all that kind of stuff, you are going to want to pay attention to that. Know it's here, but go ahead and just leave it load if available. It'll still wait there for a good amount of time. It'll let everyone in. It's not going to be like kicking people out and things like that. So it'll be all fine. It'll be all fine. So now that we have this going, we have our line 1 completed. We can now see it right here. We see line 1. Now remember, if I close down line 1, there's ways to get back to it. All I have to do is click on line 1 here and it brings it back, okay? We now can go to roads and then we can go to depot. So remember, here was our stops right here. And by the way, this is our truck stations. We'll get back to that, but that's passenger. We stayed on the left side. We'll do trucks later. In this episode, you don't even have to go anywhere. Then on the next tab down is your road depot and your tram depot. Okay, we're gonna go with just a road depot because we ain't need no trams yet. These will have a monthly cost, it seems like. I haven't seen too much of that. It's more of just like that initial maintenance. You know, when you purchase it, you can look at the finance tab to kind of track everything. Like it shows your tracks and stations and yeah, their expenditures. So it's definitely there. So I'm going to click on this. Now we have a depot. All these things are renameable. I can rename this, you know, 101 Depot. That was original. But that's what you can do. You can rename the stuff. You can't rename the towns, but you can rename all your vehicles and stops and all that kind of stuff. So that's cool. On the bottom of this, You have set line, and then you need buy road vehicles. You get two kinds of vehicles in 1850, a stagecoach and a horse wagon. Makes it really simple, no choices. One is for passengers, one is for resources. See, coal, iron, wood, oil, goods, shows your top speed of 15, shows the weight, shows the lifespan of 15 years, and basically same thing with this. This one actually has a top speed of 18 kilometers per hour and passengers of 5. So we just built line 1, which was a passenger line, so we need the stagecoach. So we're gonna buy it, and then we bought it in 101 depot, right? We bought it right here. So this is our road 1. We'll get to this. This is our road vehicle 1. Here's our 101 depot. You can see how it's now popped up here. You can go to your line and try to figure out how to move it around, but the easiest way is when it's in your depot, click on the vehicle, set line, line 1. Boom, you set it, it's good, he's moving. We're gonna hit play, and you're gonna actually be able to see him come out of the road depot, and he's going to go ahead and start going around. He's going to hit up Queen Street and make his rounds. So even though I have Windsor Street as the very first stop, when he comes out of the depot, he's going to hit the closest one and start the loop. Okay, so that's how we got line 1 of the roads complete. Very cool, very cool. One thing is, a nice little tip here, road 1, vehicle 1. If you click this top right little bullet, then you can close this and use the little mouse wheel to move around. If I close out line, manage lines, that line goes away. So now we can kind of enjoy the view, speed the game up, you can kind of like actually look around your city. Really nice graphics in this mode, and I'm really looking forward to these cities building up and us moving into the future. This is not just an 1850s game, it's really going to move up there. I just hit 1900 last night. I'm looking forward to jumping more into that game later tonight. As you can see, we already have some upgrades due to this bus stop. What we're doing is goods, when they become available in the towns, it helps upgrade the shops and industries, which then provide more jobs, which then promote more people to live here, and that's how that cycle of life works in this game. So very cool, very cool, very cool. We have line 1, our first passenger line system going. See, now remember, mission 2 of this episode is getting a line set up for the resources, for oil in this case. So guys, remember, where do we go? Roads, then we got to go bus stops, and oh, they're going to be fixing this in the next upcoming episode, but the save games are really big files, so every time January comes around, you're going to feel like your game is lagging if you have it right now, but it's just the autosave, no way to disable it. Moving on. So you have our roads. Here's our, remember, instead of our passenger bus stops, we're going to go with our truck, let's see, cargo trucks, okay? So we have a truck station, and then we have a large truck station. The regular truck station, as you can see, it's got like 2 platforms on it. That's like 16 to 18 resources can fit on each side. The large truck station is going to allow for more resources from more areas to kind of build up on it. So for out in this oil field right here, which we're just going to drop down, there is a little dirt road here. You just put it right there. And then this is my crazy tactic. It might not work, but you're still going to learn how to build the line. But what I'm going to do is put this big, ooh, can I do a 4-way? Oh, look at that. That'd be awesome if I could star that out. Ooh, wouldn't that be cool? I wonder if I can do something here. Hold on, hold on. I can't go out that way, can I? I can. All right, well, I'm going to do it because it looked really cool. I'm going to put this big station here, and what this is going to do is provide the oil from here to go here, and the oil from out here to go here, and the goods that I will bring to go from there to go here, and then it'll all disperse. I'll have truck lines all kind of using this truck station as a hub. But for purposes of today, remember, let's bring up our managed lines, the little horse race track. Let's go new line, and we're going to start it from here, and it's going to go all the way down to here. All right, so that's going to be bringing the oil from the oil well here. All right, so there's our line 2. It's good. What are we missing? We're missing the vehicle, man. We're missing the vehicle. So take me to the bus station. All right, here we go. Here's our 101 depot. We're going to buy road vehicles. This time the horse wagon. It's 20K. We're going to buy it. Now it shows up in the 101 depot. We're going to click on it, we're going to set line, and then we're going to go line 2. Now we have our passenger line set up as line 1, we have our cargo guy set up for line 2, we got 2 lines running. Now if I click on, see, this is cool, here's my vehicles. You have your line 1, line 2. Once this, because it gets crazy, you start having like 30-40 lines in your region. You live by your line manager, your managed lines, and your vehicles. Because your age is going to matter. They're going to start needing to be retired, and you're going to need a quick way to do that without kind of trying to track them down. And man, there's so many cool tips and things to talk about. But today we've done it. We've talked about building out our first and second line, one being a passenger line and the second one being the truck line. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something, or at least a little bit of a more efficient way. If you guys have some tips, please send them my way. And good gaming, have fun. Thanks for watching.